Howdy YouTube, today we're taking a look at the DC Collectibles Arrow Arsenal. Probably one of my favourite TV shows at the moment. Certainly a really cool character. Those of you who watch the show will know that this is, of course, Roy. Really awesome looking figure. I wasn't initially planning on getting this guy, but after seeing it in person, the colour scheme, the detail on him looks fantastic. So I ended up picking him up. Hoping he makes an appearance in Season 4 of Arrow. So far, I won't spoil where I'm up to or anything. Loving the villain, Damien Dark, and the direction of the show. I wasn't the biggest fan of Season 3. Season 4, though, already I like much more. But yeah, a really cool character. Obviously one of the main guys from the earlier seasons of Arrow, that's for sure. Very excited to get him opened up and out of packaging. He does come, of course, in the standard DC Collectibles type packaging. Nice shot of the figure on the side there. Other ones in the set, we've got, of course, Arsenal, Felicity, and Diggle. The Felicity and Diggle are really cool figures that I want to pick up. I'm holding off a little bit. Those that have seen Season 4 know that Diggle gets a really awesome looking suit of armor and helmet and everything. So I'm going to wait until they release a figure of that, and then I'll review that. And then the Felicity I'll probably pick up at a later stage as well. So in the meantime, let's get Arsenal opened up. Okay, and here we have Arsenal opened up and out of packaging. As much as I love this figure, there's a few drawbacks. We'll start by taking a look at the figure's face. I think the level of detail and the paint apps on this guy are fantastic. I think DC Collectibles did a brilliant job. Now the hoodie, I'm sure if you persisted, would come off, but I'm not going to, just because I don't want it to snap off here. In terms of the face scan, I think they nailed it. Definitely looks like Roy. He's got that defined chin. Yeah, really nice. Moving down the jacket that he's got, there's lots of nice detail with the stitching, the leather parts to it and everything like that. I think is really nice. And taking a look on the back as well. Really vibrant and nicely detailed paint. He does come with a ton of arrows as well in the back, which I think is quite cool. Moving down, obviously we see the detail on the pants. Great colour scheme. Like in terms of a sidekick, if you compared Arsenal to, say, Robin and said which looks cooler, I think Arsenal destroys Robin. And I say that because when I think about it, one of the main reasons I love the Arrow TV show is because Arrow reminds me in a lot of respects to Batman, rich billionaire superhero. Mysteriously goes to an island and gets trained by an evil organization. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. In terms of the actual character itself, really cool. Lots of nice detail on this guy. Now, articulation, he's got a ball-jointed head, but it's extremely limited because of the hoodie, which is a little bit of a drawback. He's got ball-jointed arms, very stiff, bend at the elbow, ball-jointed wrists, swivel waist. Now, he's got the new, I guess, split leg articulation, which isn't bad on some of the other figures, in particular the Arrow, the actual Arrow himself. The joint is really crappy. On the Arsenal, though, just the way the figure is sculpted, it minimises how much you see of that actual joint without hindering articulation. So the design is really good because it doesn't hinder from the aesthetics, I guess. He's got a swivel in the thigh, double bend in the knee, swivel in the boot, but no... Oh, no, he's got a ball-jointed ankle as well. So decent range of articulation, which is always good. Now, in terms of accessories, I'll just show you briefly some of the stuff he comes with. All that, so quite a lot. He's got various alternate hands and things like that, but what's really cool is the bow and arrow that he comes with, and I'll show you guys that. Now, what I love about this is that if you've seen the arrow bow, it's quite a bit smaller than this. I think it looks cool because it's a lot more modern, but at the same time, something about this design that I really, really love. And obviously the arrow as well. Really cool accessories. Now he also comes with like a knife, shuriken kind of weapon that he does use in the show. My camera's having a bit of a hard time zooming in on that. One thing that I love about my figures, and if you've seen my other Arrow figure reviews, you'll know that they do this really well, and that's having a slot to put stuff so you don't lose anything. And this, of course, has a spot in the utility belt over here, which I'm very, very happy about, because it means I'm not going to lose it, which is always good. And here we've got Arsenal compared to some of the other Arrow figures. He stacks up visually. I think he's one of the best looking Arrow figures they've released. I think one of the best looking DC collectibles figures they've released. In terms of drawbacks, not having ball jointed elbows, only having the swivel. I'm not sure why they did that. Possibly cost reasons, but even then. The other drawbacks I have with the figure, he's really hard to stand. He's really temperamental. You have to balance it just right, otherwise he does fall over. Other than that, though, I think if you're a fan of the Arrow TV show, no questions, this guy is a must-have. Even if you're not, if you're just looking for a really cool-looking superhero figure, I think this is the one to get. I think it looks much nicer than some of the Arrow figures that we've gotten. The Canary is quite a nice figure, and so is Dark Archer. But even Deathstroke is another one that looks really good as well. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this review on the DC Collectibles Arrow Arsenal.